Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel English Linguistics and Poetics. So friends, our today's topic is about elegy. In this video, we shall learn about elegy in great details as per the points written on the boards. So friends, watch the full video, subscribe my channel and press the notification button. So let's come to our point. First, elegy. Elegy's origin and definition. The word elegy derives from the Greek word elegos, which means a lament. Greek word elegos থেকে elegy কথাটা এসেছে. The elegy, the word elegy comes from Greek word elegos, which means a lament. So, etymologically, it is a song or poem of sorrow, a poem of lamentation, especially for the dead. So, we can say in short or in a word, an elegy, in a word, an elegy. An elegy is an elegy. Elegy is a mournful, meditative lyric poem. In a word, an elegy is a mournful, meditative lyric poem. So, since this type of poetry is about the death, it is often seen that this type of poetry is written to commemorate the death of a particular person who is the poet's or the speaker's favorite and close, is also placed in the group of poetry, in the group of occasional poetry, in the group of occasional poem. যেহেতু মৃত্যুই হচ্ছে কোন একজন ব্যক্তির মৃত্যুই হলো এই কবিতার occasion, তাই একে occasional poemও বলা হয়. It is also called occasional poems, but all occasional poems are not elegies. All elegies are occasional poems, but not all occasional poems are elegies. But it will be, that occasional poems are written to celebrate or memorialize a particular occasion, such as birth, marriage, death, military victory, or an opening ceremony of a play or dedication of a public building. So, all elegies are occasional poems, but all occasional poems are not elegies. Keep it in mind. That if I give you an example, then it will be clear. Edmund Spenser wrote his astrophel on the death of Sir Philip Sidney, the greatest Elizabethan poet. So, astrophel is about the death of Sir Philip Sidney, written by Edmund Spenser, is an elegy. Whereas, on the other hand, his epithalamion, in which he celebrates his marriage with his beloved Elizabeth Weil. So, friends, all elegies are occasional poems, but all occasional poems are not elegies. Next, examples. John Milton's Lycidas, Gray's elegy written in a country churchyard, Shelley's Adonais, Tennyson's In Memoriam, Arnold's Thyresis, Auden's In Memory of W.B. Yeats are memorable elegies in English literature. And the most famous American elegy is Walt Whitman's poem Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloomed. it was inspired by the assassination of Lincoln. Now, our next point is substitute terms or synonyms of elegies. So, substitute terms or synonyms of elegy are dirge, requiem, threnody, monody, etc. It is also called, mournful poem. A poem of lamentation also are the synonyms of elegy. Dirge, also a versified expression of grief on the occasion of a specific person's death. But it differs from elegy. Dirge differs from elegy in a number of ways. First, it is short. Second, less formal, and it is written only to be sung. So these are the differences between dirge and elegy. Next, requiem. Requiem is a hymn praying for the rest of the soul. Praying for the rest of the soul. আত্মার শান্তি কামনার্থে যে কবিতা সেটাকে বলা হয় requiem. Kids use the word requiem in his Nightingale ode. Thy high requiem become a soul. And next, threnody. As dirge is the substitute term of elegy, so similarly threnody is the equivalent term of dirge, and monody refers to both elegy and dirge. So Arnold called his elegy on A.H. Clow, Arthur Hugh Clow. Arnold called his elegy on A.H. Clow. Third is a monody. Now we shall come to our last point, pastoral elegy. If we not conclude this point, pastoral elegy, in our topic elegy, then our topic will remain incomplete, and I wouldn't like my topic to be incomplete. So, friends, pastoral elegy, an important subtype of elegy is pastoral elegy. An important subtype of elegy is pastoral elegy, which presents both the poet and one he mourns, who is usually also a poet, as shepherd. And the Latin word for shepherd is pastor. The Latin word for shepherd is pastor. That's why it is called pastoral poems. In pastoral elegies, the poet and one he mourns, who is also a poet. The poet and one he mourns are presented as shepherds. In pastoral elegies, the poor, simple, rustic lives of shepherds are described. And the father of pastoral elegy is Sicilian Greek poet Theocritus, Theocritus, and it was continued by Virgil, and this form of poetry got prominence during the Renaissance all over Europe and continued throughout the 19th century in history of English literature. Then friends, the notable examples of pastoral elegies are John Milton's Lycidas and Edmund Spenser's Astrophel on the death of Sir Philip Sidney, who died at the Battle of Zutphen, and Shelley's Adonais, about the sudden death of romantic poet John Keats, who died at the age of only 26, and Tennyson's Arnold's Thayasis. All these are all great and finest examples of pastoral elegies in English literature. So, friends, before we finish or conclude our topic, so let us sum up this main point. So, origin from Greek, Eligos meaning a poem of lament, a lament. So elegy is a point of lamentation for the dead. Examples: Milton's Lycidas, Gray's Elegy written in a country churchyard, Tennyson's In Memoriam, Shelley's Adonis, Arnold's Thysis. Then substitute terms and synonyms of elegies are dirge, requiem, synody, and monody. And the last point is pastoral elegy, uh, in which the poet and one he mourns are presented as shepherds, and Latin word for shepherd is pastor. That's why it is called pastoral elegies. So this is all about our topic. Please, friends, subscribe my channel, and thank you.